I'd like to suggest a slight revision.
Then we have 10 minutes without you butting in.
I guess my timing is off.
No, your timing's perfect. Every time Brooke and I have a private moment, you pop out of the woodwork.
Forgive me. I'll catch you when you're done.
Sorry. Okay. I thought we were in the middle of something pretty important. And don't tell me this is going to knock us back to square one. It won't, will it?
Well. What happened out here? Or is that none of my business?
What were you going to say before Edmund cut you off?
That I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
Why? What happened?
I don't think we should go into it. It's the forbidden subject.
See. Well, I hereby waive any previous agreement. If we're going to talk about anybody's love life, better yours than mine.
I see. Better me than you. Well, in that case, Ryan is moving back into a boarding house.
Well, isn't that good news?
Gloria Marsh certainly thinks so.
Well, don't you? I mean, Ted, isn't this what you've been waiting for? Aren't you going to do something?
I don't know. A few minutes ago, I was all set to call Pigeon Hollow. Then I had an all too familiar conversation with Palmer.
Palmer thinks you and I are a real smashing couple.
Oh, he certainly does. It's amazing. 2 years, another life, and a thriving business later, and I'm still playing some perverse kind of kiddie game with my in-laws.
Ted, come on. If you know it's a game, why don't you just refuse to play it? Why don't you just do something? Call Dixie.
What if I did call her? What would I say? Dixie, I love you. Let's work this out. Let's get together alone somewhere and talk this through.
It works for me.
No, that's just it, Brooke. It doesn't work. Because no matter how far we went, no matter where we were, we wouldn't be alone. Palmer would always be with us, whispering in her ear. Don't trust him. Don't believe in him. He was a loser. He always will be.
Look, Dixie has gone up against Palmer before.
Yeah, but she's never had the guts to write him off, and she never will have.
Are you really going to let some crotchety old uncle stand between you and what you want?
By all means, let's not forget about a fresh-faced, big-hearted Brian Bodine. All of a sudden, I'm supposed to see how I measure up against the Boy Scout of the Year? No, thank you very much. I think I'll pass.
All right, there are so many people who are in your court who want to see you and Dixie together. Opal and Joe and Ruth.
Entire rooting section, entire fan club. It's ridiculous. Forget about getting together alone somewhere. We need a stadium to play this thing out.
I understand, believe me. Aunt Phoebe would love to have orchestra seats for the Brooke and Edmund follies.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, friend, but I'm getting sick and tired of love, or rather, my love life as a spectator sport.
So why don't you just tell Dixie then?
No. No. If she wants to talk to me, she can call me. Phones work both ways.
She's confused.
So what?
Ted.
I'm confused. You're confused. What makes her distress any more valid than anybody else's? Or is it simply because she's a woman I'm supposed to roll over? Forget it. Besides, how long can she remain confused? Eventually, a person has to make a choice. And if Dixie is incapable of making some kind of firm decision, then maybe... I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to be the one to choose. Maybe the only logical choice for me is to just move on with my life. Does that make any sense at all?
More than you know.
Excuse me, Tad, for just 1 minute. What happened between you and Edmund?
Why didn't you ask your brother?
I tried. He just rushed off.
To where?
You tell me. He had a duffel bag, a portable typewriter. He ordered me to take care of Peggy, and bam, he was gone. Wouldn't say when or if he was coming back.
He ran off? with a duffel bag? Of course he ran off.
Brooke, I'm sorry. I assumed Edmund had said something.
Oh, no, he said something. He just didn't say that.
I see. Look, if there's anything that I can do, I...
No, Dimitri, it's fine. Brooke will be just fine. Believe me, I'll take care of her, I promise. Why don't you go inside?
Dimitri, I'm okay, really.
All right.
I don't believe it. Here I am going on about Dixie and your life is falling apart. Why didn't you say something?
Well, I considered having a tantrum, but I thought it would ruin my dress.
Forgive me. I think you seem a little too calm.
Well, falling apart didn't really appeal to me as an option.
I thought you loved him.
Don't you love Dixie? You know, we all have a lot of baggage, Tad, and it takes a lot more than love to haul it around.
You're right. Sometimes it takes a lot of strength. And you got that in spades.
I can cope with reality, you know, and to Edmund that means I'm cold.
It's not true. Nola was the all-time world champion of coping with reality. And warm, you wouldn't believe it.
You miss her, don't you?
Every day. You know, you're looking very Nola this evening.
Oh, that's quite a compliment.
No, that's true. The more I think about it, the more I realize my son is one lucky kid.
Didn't you say something earlier about blowing this joint?
That was the original idea,
Yeah?
but now I'm not so sure.
Because you're having such a wonderful time.
No. What's the point of dressing up like Fred and Ginger unless you're gonna put on a show?
If you're talking about dancing, really, I'm not in the mood.
That's the perfect time to hit the dance floor.
Dance therapy?
Well, fun therapy. You do remember fun, don't you?
Is that where you throw back your head and laugh?
Something like that. Sounds amazing.
I think it's coming back to me from somewhere in my distant past. I'm recalling words like wow and great and terrific and fabulous.
Well, you look fabulous. Would you do me the honor of this dance?
I think that would be great. Fantastic.
Terrific.
What exactly did you say, Tad?
Oh, we exchanged some pleasantries.
Uh-huh, regular bonding session, huh?
Well, you're always nattering at me to be friendly with the boy.
And you suddenly saw the light?
Well, he's my stepson. I think the very least we can do is be cordial to each other.
I see. So it came to you like that, like a bolt out of the blue, did it? What is wrong with this picture?
I don't quite like the looks of that.
Sweetheart, Tad's alive. He's alive and he's dancing. That's all that's important. There are a few kinks still to be ironed out. Thank God he's around to do it.
You're right. I mean, you are absolutely right. All right, good night, Pepper. Thank you. Ride safe. So, what'll it be? Coffee, cocoa, tea, wine, belladonna?
What about a look at Janie?
Sure, go ahead.